pretty timely. We are joined here in the studio by Phil Vandel, new school board representative, and of course David Foster, school board president. Thank you guys for coming on Morning Edition. Obviously, we're just following up with that story, talking about security. It's this national news. Seems like there's always a mass shooting that happens, unfortunately, but this one is really tragic for school districts out there. How do you guys kind of deal with this on the local level?
Well, Ryan, it's unfortunate what happened in Texas. Obviously, we'll be looking at ways to improve this topic, which is the biggest topic being discussed across the country, at least amongst schools. And we'll be looking at ways to improve all summer. Yeah,
it's one of those things, hate to see this news happen, but it is, it's just, you have to address these issues. I think security's gotten better at the school district in the years leading up to this point. But we're also coming at an exciting time of the year too. I know there's a little bit of a gloom because there's national news, but the graduation just happened. And Civic Arena last week. I saw all the kids with their caps. Just exciting time to be in the school district to see these kids kind of go on to their professional lives now. Take me through graduation. What happened this year?
Well, Ryan, it is an exciting time, and all three high schools graduated this past Sunday, and it's an exciting thing to see. The 2022 graduates of Central, Benton, and Lafayette, and we have a lot to be thankful and hopeful for.
We certainly do. Phil is the new kid on the block. Phil, thank you for coming on. Last time David was here, we were actually talking about the process of picking the new school board member. What do you think stepping into this role? Are you excited for it?
Oh yeah, so it means a great responsibility, of course, and you're essentially representing a combination of people, the general public, teachers, students, and of course fellow faculty as well. So I don't take it lightly by any means, but I'm certainly excited to try to be part of a change for the better.
Well, welcome. It's timely to have you here. The process behind deciding on Phil. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Because you guys, it was a board decision. You had to beat out a few different guys, so congratulations to you, Phil. But what did that process look like, David?
Well, he had tough competition, and we did have 10 candidates. We narrowed it down to 5. And those 5 stepped forward for an interview, just so we can match the face with the names, see their faces, hear their voices, and Phil rose to the top. But I must say we did have a lot of great applicants, but we're happy to say that Phil is our newest board member.
There's 7 of you guys, right?
7 of us.
7 of them.
Sometimes it feels like 8 or 9, but just 7.
do you guys take off for the summer? Is it one of those things? Are you guys just laying around on the couch in the summer? What do you guys do? Because that's what's coming up for you. That's in the real time right now.
Well, I'm glad you asked. But school is out for teachers and students, but the Board of Education will be working this summer. We have Missouri School Board Association training, which most of us will be at in St. Louis. So that's 4 days of that. Then we have ways to improve security in schools. We'll be talking about that. Obviously, we have school board meetings, and we'll be also looking to increase the job, some of the wages, possibly for some of our teachers in the district.
That's such a big topic right now. I remember the minimum, we were trying to raise that as a state, which would be really exciting. Phil, any thoughts on that? I mean, it's kind of the new talk right now.
Sure.
So.
Well, I mean, obviously, if we had it our way, we would give the teachers everything they ever asked for. We, of course, in reality, we have to work within budgets, and so we're going to consistently be looking at creative ways that we can manipulate that budget and minimize our expenses so that we can maximize what we're able to do for teachers and students. I mean, we have to be the most effective we can be with what we have.
I think you picked the right guy.
I think so.
Very well said. What is the goal for the school board? You're obviously new at the lead. Phil's new to it. What are some of the things you guys are kind of striving for to accomplish maybe in the next few years?
Well, again, I'm excited about that because we're engaged in the community. We're out in the community. We're looking to bring people together and bridge gaps amongst teachers, amongst administration, with parents and everyone else. So I think that's a good first start. But then obviously we want to get a little more detailed and, like we stated earlier, maybe look at ways to increase wages again and bring more camaraderie in the district.
Yeah, there's obviously the things that you guys have been going on, outdated equipment at some places. You know, there's obviously talk of maybe closing Benton a while back. You know, it's one of those things. The transparency with the school board, I think it's important for you guys to have, just because there's big topics. You know, you guys are going to be addressing in the next couple of years, besides the ones you just talked about, which obviously security is just that is immediate right now. That's what everybody's talking about with this national tragedy that's happened down in Texas, and then even Gabe Edgar, you know, talking about that too with you guys. It's going to be interesting time for you guys, to say the least. I think you guys are going to have a lot of challenges, but it should be exciting too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you guys for coming on. It's always a pleasure to have you, David. Phil, welcome to the board. You know, I'm sure they're having ceremonies for you and whatnot, or you get to go to them.
Oh no, it was baptism by fire.
Oh, really? well, good. Please come back whenever you guys want to. We want to make sure that we're giving people the best look at our schools here, and you guys know what's happening better than anybody else out there. So open ticket back here on More Edition anytime you guys want to come.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, David. All right.